Dudes. Alright, dudes, it's time to open this set. Okay. The final one. So I built the observatory and construction site. So the final set. I've been saving this one for last because I like this one the most. And it's the biggest. I don't know why, as a kid, I always saved the biggest set for last. So I always built in terms of smallest to biggest. Oh, man. I usually peel these. So I'm going to do that. Come on. Alright, dudes. This is the Bricklink designer program Studgate Train Station, and it's one of my favorite sets because it looks so cool. So this is the one that I wanted the most out of all of these three. It is the best out of all the three as well, I gotta say. So we'll go over it because it's so detailed and so cool, and I'm just so stoked to have such a cool train station that I could put in my city. Like, look at it, dude, it's so cool. So let's begin. So of course I ordered these other two sets and built them. They have their own videos, and I did talk about quality control. You know, some of these sets have some messed up things in them because, like, it's usually to do with structural stuff, you know, like it's not as well as it could be according to Lego standards. That one did it the worst, second worst, third worst. So this one honestly didn't really have any problems at all. Like it was only those two that had anything bad with them. Like, this is pretty structurally stable, which is surprising looking at this section here, right? You wouldn't think that. So let's get into it. Of course, starting at the entrance. So the entrance is just really cool. It has a nice little step up. It's a little dark under here because it's an overhanging platform, but it's all right. You got some cool pillars and a wheelchair ramp, you know, that's a cool addition. There's also some stairs up to a sort of balcony patio where you could just chill and hang out. You got some cool minifigures it comes with and some cool even like light details. It's a little fragile, I guess, if you knocked it over, but they look good, you know. There's even friggin' Ed Sheeran or whatever the heck's going on over there. Anyway, let's move up to the top. So the top of this whole build has just a nice little lounge area here, you know, like some couches and some umbrella tables just like these ones. There's also some lookout things right here so you can look around the city because it is pretty high up, honestly, you know, so that's cool. You know, there's some nice plants and stuff here and there, and there's a hot dog dude, you know, it's pretty cool. Some really nice details, and I really like how the black and tan pieces come together. It's just some nice stone work, you know. And then, of course, the sides of the train stations also have these nice clocks with even more cool details. I guess the stone and the steel coming together, you know? It looks good. There's, I forgot to show the clock there, too. Yeah, so Studgate. It's a really nice station. Now, there's also this huge glass piece that has a chandelier hanging down, which we'll see in a second. And this is held up very insecurely. So out of the whole build, the only part I don't like is how unstable this part is when you're building. When it comes together, it's alright, but when you're building it, it's a little hard because especially these pieces start breaking all the time, and this whole section is only held together with gravity. Like, what? Like, dude, these glass pieces are fed into this to hold it up. And yeah, it's alright when it comes together, but it's so hard to get it to that point. So hard to build it. Now let's talk about this part. So this did get repetitive, but it's so stable. Like, when I went into this build, I thought it would be very, like, not secure at all, but even after the first step, when you build the first section, which I think is just these two, it's already super secure and stable. It's probably all the Technic pieces holding everything together. Like, it's honestly probably one of the strongest parts of the build. Like, it's super strong. I don't know, man. It's great. So let's rotate it so you can see the let's go to the back side first. The back side is just, you know, it's plain, but it does the job well. It looks good. Some nice windows, and of course the top piece, right? It's just so stable. The only part I didn't like was you have to connect these two sides to the base here, which is a little bit hard to do. Like, it takes a bit of effort, but it's worth it because it becomes so strong when you do it. Anyway, the inside of the train station has a nice yellow train, which we'll go over soon. And there's the chandelier hanging right there. So the inside has a nice staircase way, and I guess we should take off the roof so you can see it. Yeah. So the roof comes off pretty easily. I actually haven't taken it off in a while. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this from here, but it just comes off like this. Dang. Real easy. I think there's only 4 connection points that it slides into. So 1, 2, and it looks like it ripped it off actually, but it's really secure. It just uses gravity basically. But here's the inside. So let's go over the train, I guess. Or no, we'll save that for later. So let's do that after. Let's go over the main station first, I suppose. So the station itself, dang, bro. This is cool. It's a 2-lane station, so it's even better than usual. The first station I've ever seen that's actually enclosed with a roof too, so that's cool. But it's just great. It's everything you'd want it to be, and it's really stable, you know? So there's the entranceway. Got a nice ticket machine, a lot of minifigures included, and a bench over there. And there's a wheelchair over there for the ramp. Pretty good. Now if you want to get to the other side of the platform, of course, like in a normal train station, you take the stairs and you cross over to the other side with some nice details. There's even stairs going up to that top floor. You know, you're just on the other side of the platform, which is cool. Lots of minifigures, pretty great. And just another bench over there. So 2 lanes of trains. Now they also do come with these lights as well. Pretty cool. But look, you might be thinking, how the heck do you fit trains in here? Look how close the edges are to the sides. And you know, there's some Lego trains that are pretty thick. But don't worry, because apparently the designer thought about this. So on both sides, the platform goes down so that you could fit, I think they put the Emerald Knight in here so that it actually fits. And that's kind of a cool thing. So all the platforms go down like that, which is great. I'm glad they thought of that, because I have the Emerald Knight somewhere in my closet, somewhere in storage. So it's just great that I could actually fit that train in here, and I'm pretty happy about that. Now, the only problem I have with this build is I don't know how they didn't catch this, honestly. So let's take a train, put it on the tracks. Now, it's alright, right? But there's actually a problem with this that I'm super annoyed by. So the problem arises with the bumper piece. So let's put this over the tracks. You see that? The bumper scrapes on these studs. The studs should have been smoothed. Like, when I put this set into my city, I will have to replace this with some sort of smooth tiling, because it's just, you can't do anything. You can't, it's just like all the trains will scrape. It's so annoying, and of course you don't want to scratch your pieces and stuff, right? It shouldn't do that, and they should have caught that. Lego quality control, again, with these sets isn't great, dude. There should have been train testing with all these sets, you know? It's a train station, it's a train set after all, so they should have tested that. It's annoying. But also, look, that guy looks cool. Anyway, let's look at the engine. So you build 2 of these. They're exactly the same, you just do them at the same time. So they connect like that. I only put them separately because, you know, it looks cool to have a full station, but to me, this is one engine. I guess you could technically separate them, but I don't know why you'd want to, because it looks cool like this. So technically a rare train, dude. And I gotta say, the colors are very nice. I don't think Lego has recently made a yellow engine. I mean, they sort of made that weird gold, orange, yellow one, but yellow and black looks really nice on a train, and they did it well. Like, it just looks good. I don't know. They did this train right. It's simple, but effective. Like, the roof is so nice. You know, look at that roof. It looks like a train out here that you'd see where I live, sort of. So that comes off, and, you know, it's basic inside, though. There's a nice little area for the engineer person, and then just a lot of chairs. And it's good. So you do that twice. So this engine's the same as this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is the Studgate Train Station. I'm so stoked to have it. And it is a really good set. So if you can get it, and if you really like it, I'd recommend it. Like, I don't think Lego's made some sort of huge grand train station like this in a while. I'd argue a long while. I think this is the best train station they've ever made, honestly. Yeah, like, it's really good. So thank you for watching. Click subscribe, gamers, and fly on.